Hey everybody, what's up? It's me Batu, and today we are here with another episode of our spooky weekly videos, and we are joined with Gengar and Hisuizo, our co-host. That's how you say it. And today I have a bag for us. Ooh, spooky bag. And I want to just show what our video is going to be about. And that is, you ready? Pokemon plushies. Not any though, ghost type Pokemon plushies. Now, I've reviewed Hisui and Zoro on this in this past few weeks, but now I actually want to go through and do other Pokemon, ghost type Pokemon that I think should actually have another little list going through who looks the best and what kind of plushies you should get when it comes to ghost types. And we have a little Banette to show it off. Say hi, little one. It's actually sitting cuties if you don't know. But yeah, guys, we are going to be going over and ranking top 10 Pokemon ghost type plushies. And without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? So first off, we start with the Gen 7 grass starter, Decidueye. Now, with Rowlet, I would honestly say he deserved to be number 1 instantly, just because of how round and cute he always seemed to be made as. However, this isn't a full line countdown, this is a ghost type exclusively. Now, this plush is the only technical plush made for Decidueye, and it gains its 10th spot for beating others by being not by looks, but being flexible. It's not the best looking plush, somewhat blocking its face with the hood it has. However, the height and the flexibility of this plush puts it at the beginning of the list. Now, look at this little guy, and tell me it's not the most adorable ball of depression you've ever seen. With Corsola being new, only a few plushies have been made of it, at least a Galarian form. And most are surprisingly in keychain form. It's really weird, but keychains actually have a lot of plushies. And however, things such as Christmas, Halloween, or a few smaller forms really brings out the more jollier personality to this depressive little Pokemon that little guy maybe lacked. Love it and hope to see more Galarian Corsola merchandise made soon. Now, while Hoopa's usual form has had a good amount of plushies, one that I actually have, this monster of a plush had to make the list. I love me some bigger plushies, and clocking in at 16 inches, Hoopa Unbound fills that void I have. Such a great looking plush, and whether or not you're a fan of Hoopa, you gotta admit, his Unbound form looks unstoppable, or cuddly, whichever you take your plushies as. Another plushie that doesn't have many versions of it, but with a lack of quantity, it makes up for quality. Chandelure is such a weird Pokemon to make a plush, with flames and skinny limbs, seemingly making it impossible to be used in normal plush activities. However, I need to admit that it's honestly beautifully done, and a wonderful plush. No matter which version you buy, Pokemon Center, Banpresto, and All-Star Collections all have amazing detail attention, and I highly recommend it. Maybe by next October I'll have one for myself. We'll see. Now, these few haven't been as specified, and more summaries however. That's going to change a bit, starting with Now, with Ghastly being a Gen 1 Pokemon, it doesn't lack a quantity in plushes. However, the quality can be a little lacking, looking at you AliExpress and clawing machine. However, even with those blunders, Ghastly gets very high on this list, just for how hilarious he varies in plush form. Want a big ball with slight purple extras? We got it. Do you want a Ghastly with the hugest eyeballs ever? We have those too. Ghastly varies so much in plush form that no matter what you may want Ghastly, you can most likely get one. I myself have been saving coins on Clawy for this funky looking Ghastly. If I had to recommend to somebody wanting the best for their buck, I'd say the Sitting Kiwis Pokemon Fit brand is always the way to go. Now, I should state that not each evolution line is limited, and you will see that later on. But before then, our middle 5th place goes to... And back to solos we go, with Basket Legion. Now, this plush is the newest of the set we're talking about, just recently being put on the Pokemon Center, and oh my god, it is a beauty. Basculin has never been a favorite of arguably anybody, but when Basket Legion was announced, it was a sight to see. Even more with the plush form. I remember everybody being so excited about it, and its plush form did not disappoint. With being at 15 inches, it's not the biggest plush, only because of its being a fish. However, the detail on this plush is amazing, and I highly recommend it. I really need to make sure I get some of these plushies, by the way. But let's move on. You knew Mimikyu had to be on this list. Since Gen 7, Mimikyu has been on multiple lists as a favorite ghost type, and that of course had to have a fave for plush lovers. We got normal, big, fuzzy. It doesn't really matter. Mimikyu has had amazing plushies these past 5 years, and I know more will come to be even better. If I had to pick a favorite, I have to say it's tied between the fluffy Moko Moko plush and the Toby Jumbo Mimikyu plush. I'd save you up the cash. Take a look at these Mimikyu plushies. I'm sure you'll find one. Or more that you'll like. Now, this is the black sheep on my list. It's so high up, but only really had one major plush, that being the Pokemon Center Lunala. Now, with the quality lacking, the quality of this plush, oh my god. It definitely makes up for it. It's so good. I wish we had more legendary plushies from Gen 7. Hell, even 8. I will always praise how beautiful the plush is. Even as just fur and stitches, the color just pops to make it seem like it's out of this world. The blues and the yellows are really good together, especially with just being like furry. It's such like a pretty color. And one day, I can't wait to add this little guy to my list. Do you remember earlier how I said with Ghastly that some Pokemon evolution lines wouldn't only count once on this list? Well, here's number 2. My good partner, Gengar. Since Gen 1, Gengar has also been a good quality and quantity of plushies. Whether big or small, Gengar has had so many great ones. Me, myself, started with the Band Presto Gengar plush I got at a con, and it was a part of the I Heart Gengar line. However, at Target earlier this summer, I got my co-host that 24-inch Gengar plush. And with a Build-A-Bear having their own set as well, you have no shortage of these top-tier Gengar lines. Of course, I had to add the best ghost type plush. This Pokemon is literally the Pokédoll come to life. And most plushies of Banette definitely live up to story. Now I recommend... Do you remember earlier how I said with Ghastly that some Pokemon evolution lines wouldn't only count once on this list? Well, here's number... My good partner, Gengar. Since Gen 1, Gengar has also been a good quality and quantity of plushies. Whether big or small, Gengar has had so many great ones. Me, myself, started with the Band Presto Gengar plush I got at a con, and it was a part of the I Heart Gengar line. However, at Target earlier this summer, I got my co-host that 24-inch Gengar plush. And with a Build-A-Bear having their own set as well, you have no shortage of these top-tier Gengar lines. And with that is the ending of our list. Now, let's get back with myself and Gengar, shall we? And we are back. Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, maybe give me a like, subscribe, and comment what your favorite Pokemon Ghost type plushie is. Or just ghost type, whatever works. But yeah, that was it for me today, guys. Next episode should be going over creepy Pokédex entries. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. And without further ado, let's end the video here. You have a great rest of your night, and stay spooky. Alright, peace out.